Stomp.
Watching the France game.
Not the kind of team to just haul the ball into the area and play for mistakes. All by design.
I gotta get this on screen.
Upamecano. It's a dangerous ball. It's just a step away from Vinicius Junior. Dembele teases it to Ekitike. Ekitike gets past Wesley, hangs it in the air, but nobody there to take it. Played back, Dembele let it go. I think there was a call there from Kylian Mbappe. Rehearsal is going well for France.
Damn it.
There's a little tug of the shirt, the referee turning a blind eye to it, offering advantage to France.
Brazil jerseys, I like them.
Intended for Dembele, but he wasn't quite tuned in. Incredible scoring stats. 38 goals this season for Kylian Mbappe.
Hey, there we go.
20 minutes have passed here. We welcome our viewers on ESPN2 to this, the highest of all profile friendly matches in the build-up to the World Cup finals.
If Brazil don't win this game, I'll chug a ginger ale.
Them in the opening, pretty much quarter of this game. Ekitike. Found it yet again at Dembele. He's now drifted into a centre-forwards position. He's doing his best to keep the ball rolling and keep a low profile. Game that has been played at a very measured pace. Isto goes on an overlap, leaves the defender for dead. That final ball in has been a bit disappointing.
Yeah, it has actually. Both teams in the final third. You can see it's a friendly match and that they're quite relaxed, because in the final third they just haven't been as potent as they should be.
We're going to break this early? Okay.
We're going to get used to this at the World Cup finals. This is going to be a thing of the future, a cooling break. We maybe don't need it mid-March, but from the heat of the summer, the players will be very keen to get the fluids on board. It gives the coaches an opportunity to assess what's gone on so far, maybe realign the players. Carlo Ancelotti has always had David as his assistant. He has Paul Clement and Claudio Taffarel as his backroom team. Who were the more content coach so far, Steve?
Well, I think the better football is being played by France, but it's much of a muchness, to be very honest.
Deschamps has certainly selected the stronger of the two teams. Saliba and Koundé would probably get a start if they were fit, but this was the squad available to him come the World Cup finals. I dare say this would be the 11 that he would select.
Yeah. I mean, you said Koundé and Saliba, you know, Barcelona, Arsenal sitting pretty at the top of the respective leagues, and then you've got Canate, league champion from last year, Upamecano, Bayern Munich is sitting top of their league. See, we're talking the strength is incredible, isn't it? And this French team.
Well, even on the bench, you have Ryan Cherki, you have Desiree Doué, you have N'Golo Kante, who's still going strong
French
as well.
two-star, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I should have picked them to win. Damn, 70% chance to win.
Well, the goalkeeper had to get their knees dirty in the opening quarter of this game.
Yeah, man, that makes sense, though. I hope Neymar, they can put Neymar in the World Cup team, bro.
Take on Croatia. France playing Colombia, so this is by far the most difficult of the Sharpman games.
Yeah, this cooling break is long as hell.
Well, he's still learning what ingredients he has to make the cake. The great chef, Carlo Ancelotti. His players dotted literally all around the world. So many of them over in Saudi Arabia these days, as well as the top European leagues, and many up-and-coming talents in the Brazilian league.
Well, Jack Parsons took over for Providence between the pipes on January 3. The question now, can he lead him to the Frozen Four?
I didn't know Providence was a good hockey team. They be the most random teams in hockey.
The question is, who will launch that hardware on April 11th in Las Vegas and crown themselves the champion of 2026? Razor, Paul, Zubin. We're going to get you ready for 2 puck drops coming up at the top of the hour. But first, the first team to punch their ticket into Saturday. Just went final on ESPN.
You dude just put me in a...
Con lead Riker Lee with the equalizer.
I mean, the patience there and then the skill to almost just kind of finesse that puck into that 6-inch window he had over the glove. This is a great angle here. You'll see Tyler Muslik, the UConn goaltender, try and poke check. Riker Lee recognizes that as he pokes, he gets lower in the net, that top of the net.
And ESPN Plus on Saturday.
Okay, we back.
Daniel just come into the extreme of his area, breaking his
I hate these jerseys, bro.
Been the spectators.
So why does Brazil look like they should be France and France are like?
Now Canate.
Oh.
Given away. Now can they come alive here? Brazil, the gap opens up. So very, very close.
Martinelli. Okay.
Yeah, but at least he took the shot on.
Yeah, Martinelli, first time we've seen him tonight, really, but he was lurking with intensity.
Yeah, poor ball by Dembele.
They got him on the right side.
Jr. He makes a good run to clear out the area, Vinny Jr. And as he cuts inside up on Meccano, he just can't bend it around Mignon into the goal. Nice enough hit though from Martinelli on his left foot.
Well, a big scare there for France. A reminder they can show no complacency. It wasn't the toughest group for the qualifiers, with Ukraine, Iceland and Azerbaijan. 5 wins out of 6 matches, no defeats, outscoring the opposition 16-4. When it comes to the World Cup finals, France will be facing Senegal in New Jersey, Norway in Boston, and waiting for their opponents in Philadelphia from the playoffs. Great little step over. Poor ball in, easily defended by Pereira.
Yeah, again, that's Mbappe that side, down the right wing.
French strikers constantly changing position to try to find some space. It's not a bad front. 3 front four, Dembele, Elise, Ekitike, Mbappe.
Yeah, it's a great front four, but I just don't know whether they're getting in each other's way. There has to be a pecking order on who's the best. Was a bad tackle there.
That is, and that's going to be the first. Yeah.
Right idea.
I'm sure his nerves are going to be rattling. He's going to watch his step going forward. Leo Pereira plays his football for Flamengo. He'll be familiar to football fans in the United States. He had a little spell at Orlando City. Teased in, low and hard. Good header away by Bremer.
Oh, they gave Vinny number 10. Okay, he the leader now. It's his team.
Dembele, what does he see? I think Ekatike was quite expecting it there. Compromised clearance. Offside. Want to tell the kids about, isn't it? If you're not going to be a footballer and you become a match day official.
I still got to get my medicine, I think.
Better than referee.
This shit really like Boston. Out of all places, Boston, bro. They get the Patriots, they get the Celtics, and they get this too.
Well, the buzz around the stadium as the supporters are studious at the moment rather than excited. Referee bought a little bit of time there and then decided it had been a foul on Rabiot.
Villa got more shots. Way less position.
Looking to free Elise there.
Oh, this is a goal. Fuck, this is a goal.
Goalkeeper comes in a fanciful little flick. It just comes so naturally.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
I think he's passing the fitness test. And it's just one off the France goal scoring record now.
You're Moroccan.
Magnificent Mbappe.
He's doing in the
That's what
crowd.
he should be playing, shouldn't he? He should be playing as a number 9, just using his sheer pace. Because once he gets the other side of the defenders, nobody in world football is stopping him. Look how quick he is. He's just away, and then it's just whether he can finish it. And of course he can finish it, because all he does is score goals. Wins by Tchouameni, then Dembele into his path. Just sprints away from Bremer, who's got no chance of catching him. Just a stink little scoop really over Edison, who's got absolutely no chance. Lovely.
Madrid as well, the fact that he's looking fit and sharp, showing no signs of the knee injury, which has kept him out of the Real Madrid team in recent weeks. They've been doing pretty well without him.
Junior has really come to the fore without Kylian. Interesting dynamic when they get back into the Real Madrid dressing room.
Now can Brazil bounce straight back? Easy header away by Upamecano.
Yeah, it wasn't a good ball in actually by Martinelli. May well have been offside, but the flick for the corner, for the throw-in, saved them.
Well, Mbappe's enjoying this trip to the United States. Of course, when he came for the World Cup in the summer, he spent a number of days in the hospital, recovering from a bug.
He runs so funny.
Wesley. Easily put out by Theo Hernandez. Oh, lovely flick from Ekitike. Now they're showboating France. Getting the fans off their seats, getting Brazil rocking back on their heels.
Oh, what the fuck?
And after such a fine move, a pretty poor finish from Theo Hernandez.
Yeah, you don't want the left back shooting, do you, after all that beautiful play? Elise to Killian, Killian to Theo, and Theo should have passed it himself, but
really, bro?
Screws the shot way wide with his left foot.
It's slimy too.
We can score for France. Memorable one of the semi-finals
At the bottom
in
of it,
2022 against Morocco.
Because it's going in his mouth when you put it in.
Real Madrid and Barcelona play
The
going
same reason
head-to-head.
a cup would do that.
Great rivals in La Liga.
What's that?
Vinicius Jr. We haven't seen a great deal of him yet. He will want to take centre stage against
He ain't finna do
Mbappe.
shit.
Shoots the demand, and well, it's always going well wide from Cunha.
Yeah, you're more than
He actually like that. He could have did
take
something.
a shot from 30
Take that back.
Hasn't much options for Vinny Jr. Martinelli made a run. Rafinha leaves the space for Cunha, but it's way, way, way wide. Never even threatening.
Those players under scrutiny today, should I say. Had a decent season since joining Manchester United for £62 million, but at international level, just the one goal in his previous 19 appearances. We saw the starting 11, Steve. We didn't exactly have the fear factor, did we?
No, they don't have the fear factor at all. And you've got the spectre, haven't you, of Neymar, who are not fit yet, not fully fit Neymar, but he's there, he's making noises on social media saying he wants to get back in the team.
This is me just now figuring out Cunha is Brazilian.
Line, because they're not the exciting, free-flowing Brazil of old, are they? They're a very pragmatic, get behind the ball, counter-attacking Brazil. And it's whether the fans can appreciate that or not.
This is not Elise.
This is a great move and a turn again by Mbappe. They need to really get a grip of it, because at the moment he has the freedom of the Brazil penalty area.
Yeah, it was a nice quick play by France. Dembele into Tchouaméni yet again. Tchouaméni into Mbappe. He just pulls his shot. Ekitike wanted it actually to be pulled back to him.
There's so many Real Madrid players in here, bro.
But they're certainly the brighter team, aren't they? The more fluid team. You know, this is the... When we talk about free-flowing Brazil, it's not. Now it's free-flowing France.
Here is Wesley.
Oh.
Cuts inside.
Oh, no.
Vinicius Jr. gives him an angle. Vinicius Jr. and the rest of the Brazil team felt there'd been a foul on the full-back there. The referee doing his best to keep things flowing. And a little test from distance from Casemiro.
You're finna get a yellow. You're finna get a yellow, buddy. Yep, chill the fuck out.
It was a corner. Casemiro takes the shot and the goalkeeper saves it. So it is a corner, but you can't, even in a friendly, you can't react like that to the referee and remonstrate in front of him. But this shot, the goalkeeper gets a hand to it. This wasn't a foul. He goes flying, Wesley. It just jumps over. The referee's having none of it.
Yeah, man, Casemiro looks scary.
I think it's fair to say that he's rather incensed. As the
That's what
captain
you're eating,
of
bro.
the team, he has the
Chillax.
right to have a discussion with the referee. But Casemiro getting a wee bit too hot-headed there.
Yes, I think so.
All the friendliness and the familiarity has gone out of the window. This contest is getting hot. Maybe a different French 11 that faces Colombia on Sunday, 2:30 Eastern Time. You can catch that on the ESPN app. get along to the game.
Guys, he dude got nothing.
Elise.
I'll take that back.
Brilliant. Feeding Vinicius Jr. Little 360-degree turn, but Theo Hernandez has seen all of his tricks. Ekatike. Clipped.
He has to be careful, doesn't he, Wesley? Yeah, he doesn't do enough here, Vinny Jr. Quite lightweight with the ball and doesn't chase back.
Giving the ball away.
Oh.
Emergency action taken by Hernandez. High five from the keeper, but dangerous play from the back, just lapsing. Cunha and Martinelli are willing to get on any bits and pieces that fall their way. Rabiot having to hoist it to relative safety. Rafinha looking to launch it into a sea of stars. Hangs it to the far post.
A chance.
A free header.
That was a chance from Casemiro. A good chance. He was unmarked.
How old is Casemiro, man?
He's had the two best chances of the game for Brazil. He's playing on his mind there, you can see, can't you? He's reliving it.
Yeah.
Shit, this is definitely his last World Cup.
He's had a fair goal-scoring season, Casemiro. He's waiting with 7 goals for Manchester United, making him even more popular than ever, 2 more than the whole of last season.
Yeah, he's had a really good season, hasn't he? Going to leave Manchester United at the end of the season.
He knew that he'd started in an offside position. Barrera looking wide to Douglas Santos. Schumann is having a storming game in the centre of midfield when we head back to the ESPN studios at half-time to analyse the goal. You see that it was started by an excellent intervention.
Yeah, he's playing really well, actually. He's playing really well.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Elise nice.
There they go again, France. Haven't seen the best of Dembele yet. Cuts it in towards Elise. Mbappe takes his time in his mind's eye. That was going in the top corner.
Yeah, he doesn't move, Wesley, really, does he, Killian? Normally, he moves the defender a bit. They work it well into Dembele, then into Elise and onto Mbappe, but it was difficult. He needs to move, Wesley, a little bit. Shake of the shoulders, but nothing high and wide.
Mbappe's scoring statistics for Real Madrid are phenomenal. For France, he's now scored 8
Oh,
goals in 6.5 matches. Wesley.
Ain't nothing come out of this.
On the blind side, it was a stretch. And just crept out of play before Martinelli could get that.
I don't know whether he's learning much tonight, Carlo Ancelotti. Rob, what do you think? 44 minutes.
I don't know if they're good lessons that he's
No,
learning, Steve. He may be actually omitting one or two in the Brazilian starting 11 tonight. There are players like Militao, Marquinhos to come back.
Yeah.
Rodrigo, sadly, is going to make the World Cup finals. Hopefully at some point this evening, early evening, we may see Estevão.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not.
But I have to say, he's not a vintage Brazilian squad. It's still a vintage French squad. Here's the great man, Mbappe, looking for Rabiot.
Damn.
I think.
How old is he? Bro, what a game, pause.
I'm sure there is a pact with the club managers of all of these players that they won't be overexerted. They will manage the minutes over the friendly matches over the next week. Yeah, it's a case of keeping them sharp as well. I mean, Vinicius Junior for Real Madrid is in unbelievable form at the moment. 4 goals in his last 2 matches. We have 3 bonus minutes in the first half.
Bonus minutes.
It's a game that has been played at a very measured pace, not exactly breakneck football. Here is Mbappe. Wesley comes away with it. I think that's a bit of payback. They've bumped into each other a couple of times tonight, Hernandez and Wesley. May not be swapping shots, come the final whistle, those two. Casemiro, the despairing captain, to Pereira.
That's a hard ball.
It was way out. Wait.
It's that time in the game when nobody's taking a risk on the brink of half-time. Just playing safe. France will be satisfied with a 1-goal lead. Still a lot of room, Steve, for improvement for Brazil.
Nice.
He's going through the whole mixture of emotions tonight, Casemiro.
Casemiro just looks so fierce. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I think we know what we're getting with France, don't we? And we know they can burst into life at any opportunity. And the front 4 are exceptional, so they're always going to be dangerous. But it's Brazil I've wanted to really look at and see how they progressed or regressed in the last couple of years, and see if they've made it, if Carlo Ancelotti's made an impact.
Bullshit.
Rafinha's not happy.
Read his lips.
Well, these guys are winners, aren't they? Serial winners at their clubs, but when they put on the national team shirt, they're falling behind the exceptionally high standards they've set for themselves.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Respectfully, I don't think they have the toughest group. Group C at the World Cup finals. Morocco in New Jersey, Haiti in Philadelphia, Scotland down in Miami. So it's Scotland playing in the Florida sunshine.
If they may play themselves into the tournament, Morocco will be a decent game, be hard for them. But as you said, Haiti, Scotland, it'll be hard games, but you think the climate, as you rightly said, Rob, should suit them. But they're certainly not the Brazil of old, and that's what they have to carry on their shoulders, don't they?
Absolutely. Stick with us at half-time. Moreno and Kay in the studio. Julien Laurent will be satisfied with his French performance. Xhaka and Alexis down on the shop floor. They've been telling us how the fans feel and maybe get an insight into the minds of the managers. He's got some work to do in the recess. Carlo Ancelotti to lift his team. The difference between the sides, a brilliant goal from that brilliant player, Kylian Mbappe, just after the half-hour mark. At the break, it's Brazil 0, France 1.
little sister too my character. I believe you can hide her face. Everything tangled up. I do want to see that. This one. Got y'all in this one on the right. Okay. Oh, it's definitely that one. I'm eyeing this one down. Yep, you got that one. It's that one. I know. It's that one again. So let's rise again. Okay. It's that one too. I'm probably gonna try it. See, it's gonna be that one. I remember this. This is too easy, bro. Oh shit. What does that do? I don't get it. Confused. So proud. This game back on, bro. I'm finished watching the first game, bro. I'm checking this ginger ale because Brazil gonna fucking lose. Is there a one for this? Nah.
You just mentioned trying to get it right when it comes to the dynamics within the team, but as you said, it's a good problem to have, and it does put them among the favourites when you come to the summer.
Yeah, it's such a good problem to have that you have all these players out on the field, and then you look down the bench if you're the champion, you're like, hey, I got 3-4 more guys that can be as good as those guys that are on the field right now. You have Ousmane Dembele playing centrally, playing out wide, Olise down the middle, then Mbappe goes down the middle, but then he goes out wide. There's variety everywhere. When they're able to get the movement correctly between the 4 or 5 players that are in the attack, they become unstoppable.
We've got a second half coming up for you. Our commentators on this game are Rob Palmer and Steve McManaman.
There is the smiling assassin, Kylian Mbappe. He's a man on a mission. Some accused him when he was at Real Madrid in the winter months of maybe playing when he was carrying an injury to try and reach a record. Tonight he's one off Olivier Giroud. And maybe the backbone ringing from Real Madrid if they overplay him tonight. But what a wonderful goal, Stephen. He was looking super sharp.
Yeah, very quick, isn't he? Plays on the final line at the shoulder of the defender. Nobody's stopping him. That's where I like him to play. And once he gets one-on-one, it generally ends up in the back of the net. It was a lovely, lovely finish. And he's in great goal-scoring form, isn't he? But you're right, Real Madrid will want France to wrap it in cotton wool because they've got bigger games after this. Friendly exhibition matches.
Well, the French players out first. Although Ancelotti clearly has a little bit more to say to his Brazilian players than Didier Deschamps. 14 years in the job, and it was great when you saw that camera angle as well of him celebrating the goal as if it was the World Cup final.
Yeah, really nice to see. Still means a lot to Didier, ex-player as we know.
Yeah, the Stomp.
Celebrating every goal and every match.
Brazil is taking their freaking time,
make their way
bro.
onto the field.
There's Casemiro hoping he's in better mood in the second half than he was in the first. He felt that he should have been saved by the goalkeeper and he went slightly over the top. But Brazil without a single shot on goal in the first half of the game for almost 3 years. Certainly the boys in blue have to raise their game in the second half. You know the coaches are going to mix things up. But someone like Andre Santos, who we've barely mentioned in the opening 45 minutes, they haven't found a pathway to Vinicius Junior. Martinelli's had a couple of moments. It's been a fragmented start.
Yeah, it has. It has. Ali was right in his assumption. You know, we'll wait to see what Brazil are. How do they play? We know what France can do. They've got superstars on the bench. They're electric running forwards. France are virtually the finished article, but how good are Brazil going to be? How high can they get? And at this moment in time, the first 45 minutes was not particularly impressive for Carlo.
Oh, that's lucky.
Maybe they'll get
That's so
a bit of
lucky.
a bounce in the second half.
It does appear that changes
You said that.
are going to be made in the second half.
Yeah, Rafinha's come off, hasn't he?
Luis Enrique is coming on. As we know, he can play down the centre or down the wing. So he's just going to tease the changes, or all the mass alterations as the game goes on from Carlo Ancelotti. Well, France started the game as clear favourites. They'll be one of the favourites for the World Cup finals as well. Finalists in 22, winners in 2018. No signs that Brazil have the players to end a 24-year run without success at the World Cup
Did they switch up
finals.
the lineup at all?
Oh, no.
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 Brazil did.
We want to see something else, don't we, from Brazil that makes us excited.
Gosh, the lag.
And at this moment in the qualification games, it hasn't happened.
A chance for Luis Enrique to come on.
I think that went in. She hit the side of the net.
Yeah, it was Wesley down the side. The right back got forward. I don't know what he was doing. Was that a cross? Was that a shot?
Who the fuck does he think he
He
is?
doesn't wrap his foot around
That is
it
not your
at
shot,
all.
buddy.
I think only he knows.
Yeah,
He's not having the best of auditions.
No. Seeing things like that, they're not even pressing as a team. Vinny Jr. and Cunha go towards the edge of the box, and then Martinelli, Casemiro, Enrique, they're miles behind you. So the goalkeeper just plays it out to Tchouameni, who turns.
what's up, bro?
So the organisation's certainly not there yet. I mean,
Really?
we've still got a lot of time to go, but
Because
they
how
need
many
to
of them?
jump into gear a little bit more, Brazil.
You said what?
Enrique stays playing. With Macy
Yeah, no,
tonight.
this is his
Ryan
guard.
of Bournemouth, who's got his first call-up. Igor Thiago has been booming the goals in for Brentford in the English Premier League. Only Haaland has scored more this season in the English elite.
Why he say like it's a bad thing? Yeah, Haaland scored more. Like, what the fuck? Ooh!
Better from Brazil. At least they're being a little bit more forthright in the second half. 6 to the feet of Martinelli, and then a a missed control at the final moment from Casemiro.
Yeah, I think Martinelli was trying to find Vinny Jr. and Casemiro comes bursting through. It nearly falls into his path. Just fired at him a little bit hard because, of course, the pass was originally going to go to Vinny Jr.
They definitely playing more together right now. Oh.
There is Vinicius Jr. And again, when you see him play for Real Madrid, you'd maybe expect him to take the defender on that. Trying to be a little unselfish. Gets it back to Casemiro. Across the face of goal. Oh, the goalkeeper had given up the chase on that one, and it was a fine block of necessity from Canate.
Yeah, but it's better from Brazil. Again, get the ball forward, let the main men, with all respect, play. Vinny Jr. into Casemiro, into Cunha, into Martinelli, and then a block by Canate. But it's better. Let the front four have the ball as much as possible.
Maybe that's better.
Brazil has a reputation to live up to. For decades seen as the most flamboyant football, carnival footballers. First half was disappointment. Second half, at least they're taking the game to France.
And Enrique's had an impact straight away, the substitute. With a run at Theo Hernandez a couple of times and skip past them. Just starts to build a little bit of pressure.
Times the criticism of Didier Deschamps is that this team don't play flamboyant football, but they have been measured and organised, and now it's a test of the defence in the first save of the game from Maignan. Goes to Vinicius Jr. Draws the defenders, leaves it back to Casemiro, tries to pass it in. Well, a marked improvement from Brazil.
Yeah, and that was Enrique. Again, I think it was Rob. Cutting in. Again, attacking Theo Hernandez. Great run by Wesley around the outside. Nice shot. Simple enough for the goalkeeper. They've started really well, Brazil.
He shot that. He looking all over here.
Luis Enrique had a couple of good seasons at Real Betis in La Liga. They invested a lot of money to sign him from Fluminense. And back to Brazil. He's a bit of a globetrotter, playing for Zenit in St. Petersburg, and an opportunity tonight for him to impress Carlo Ancelotti. Got a tough act to follow as well, coming on for Rafinha. Gusto. Brazil pressing. Ancelotti with a limited amount of time to work with his players, only appointed, was it 13 months ago? His debut against Ecuador. And the qualifiers, they didn't win away from home, they drew in Ecuador and were beaten by Bolivia. They relied on their home form to finish in 5th place. That looked suspiciously offside, that looked like a foul. That looked like a good tackle.
Suspiciously offside, it was clearly offside.
Decisions to make here. Vinny Jr. swears, almost literally, that the challenge was inside the penalty area. We'll go to the VAR.
That's good.
Cunha on to the loose ball. Maybe they judged that he'd come off a defender.
Yeah. Took McConnell, it was outside the penalty area anyway. Scruffy. Just a tangle of legs.
And it's Wesley again who went on the adventure. I think what they're trying to argue is that it was a clear and obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be sending anybody off in a friendly match, is there?
He looks a little sheepish though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's going through the mind of the Bayern Munich man. looking at the stadium screen to see if he has any clues. Well, definitely outside the area.
Yeah.
You factor in clear and obvious goal-scoring opportunity. It's a fullback that he's going through. Well, the referee has been brought to the touchline.
For what? Oh, red card?
Mikano's looking very nervously. Now, well, that is what they're looking at. Well, it wasn't a defender between...
Yeah, it is then, isn't it?
Mikano and the goalkeeper.
Is that not offside? But anyway, it was a scruffy challenge, wasn't it? He gets in front of him. It is a goal. It is denial of a goal scored opportunity. Of course it is.
So if you're VAR, are you going to request that he is dismissed?
Off, won't you? Yeah. It was a really awful challenge from up Mikano. I don't know what he's doing. Just runs across him and bounces into him, but of course he was going to get a shot on target.
The referee has assessed the video evidence.
Yellow? Okay.
It's not a yellow. It's a red.
Oh, shit.
And France will play a player light for the remainder of the game. Friendly? What friendly?
Pressure. Blood pressure.
As soon as the referee gave the free kick, he was looking very guilty.
Yeah.
Looking Mikano, his only escape clause was if in the build-up it had been offside.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost saying up in Mikano that it was a... He was onside, wasn't he? He's almost saying it was accidentally runs into him. That's what he's saying. You can see that. But once he gives the foul, the referee, the only question then is it denying a goal-scoring opportunity, and it was. Whether you think it's a foul or not is another thing, but once the foul is given,
offside,
it's going to be a red. At least he's close to the dressing rooms.
Well, France with a one-goal advantage, but a one-player disadvantage. And Didier Deschamps is going to make a change.
He's going to make a couple.
How do you do that when you're defending a free kick in a situation like this? Can Brazil make the most of it?
I like the fact that the Ballon d'Or winners lying on the floor behind the wall. That's good of him, isn't he?
Most expensive doorstep.
It just looks like he's about to score, bro. But he don't got that type of error. Yeah.
Called in by the Brazilian, coolly taken by Mania, who's been the busier goalkeeper all of a sudden.
Well, it should make it more of a contest now in the second half. They've started well, Brazil. Numerical advantage. Let's see if they can make the most of it.
It was an unusual choice
Oh my gosh.
Free kick take
They're
of the
moving different
centre-half making his debut.
I know, wasn't it just...
Where are they?
Vinny Jr., you've got all these superstar players and the centre defender tries to take it.
It's going to be time for change. It's going to be Maxence Lacroix who will come on. When they have programmed the computer, it's better that they get these little technical glitches out of the way now. And also N'Golo Kante, so you can read the mind of Didier Deschamps there. Not that the fourth official can read the writing of the Real Madrid admin team there. Well, he'll come on and bring some defensive ballast. Look at Chouameni there, he looks perplexed by the manager's change.
Well, the quiet on.
Dembele's taken off as well.
But Kante.
And Chouameni's number is up, that is why he looks perplexed.
Whether he's making another substitution then.
Who, me?
Well, now he's going off. So who's coming on for Dembele?
Well, I think N'Golo Kante is going to take his place as the a disruptor in midfield. He's in no great hurry.
I just want to
It
great Kante little.
N'Golo Kante still going strong in the autumn days of what has been a glorious career.
Yeah, so Dembele off Lequard on, and now Kante for Tchouaméni. There's that forward in midfield, and Kylian Mbappe up front on his own. So Hugo Ekitike is going to have to play off the left. Elise off the right. Rabiot, Kante central.
And international debut at senior level for Maxence Lacroix, who plays his
Still
football for
hurt?
Crystal Palace.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see one of his star players dismissed, Didier Deschamps, but in some ways he'll welcome his team being tested in extreme circumstances. It could happen in the World Cup finals, and he has to revert to not even be plan B or plan C, somewhere down the alphabet. Vinicius Junior. Wesley, the man who caused the incident that led to the red card. Douglas Santos. Lazy ball.
A lovely pass, wasn't it? And Canate. Talk about taking your eyes off the ball. We've seen that a couple of times this year in the Liverpool shirt.
Disciplined approach by France in the second half. Remember, Dembele in the first half had the freedom of Foxborough, but it's all Brazil now, understandably. The 11 men of Brazil. Gusto Banti. Menyon sticks at the boots of the French goalkeeper. His heart missed a beat then, I think. Wesley.
They say missed the beat instead of skip the beat. Somebody's going to
hasn't really been tested in this game. There's little he could do to stop that Kylian Mbappe goal in the 32nd minute. Completely exposed by his new look makeshift defence. He's Captain Casemiro.
So it should be a lot easier, shouldn't it, for Brazil here now, but as you said before, Rob, France have just got back into a nice shape. And things like this could happen in the World Cup, so it's not a bad test for them. Can they be organised? Can they be solid?
Vinicius Junior has got little change out of Gusto today. Tries a fanciful little flop to cleverly disguised pass. Brilliant tackle. Interception from Gusto.
Yeah, nice ball actually by Casemiro. Very cute, lovely play by Vinny Junior.
His name's not. Nah,
just a new boy in the team, but he's actually a veteran. Santos has been given an opportunity tonight. 32 years of age. Second coming at international level. Changes made. Martinelli is off. João Pedro of Chelsea is his replacement. It's gone down well with the massed Brazilian supporters inside the stadium.
This is pretty even.
Douglas Santos. They still line up waiting for the cross. The Brazilian players in the penalty area, but what a challenge that was from Kylian Mbappe, but he kicked it away. Tries to be a helping defence. He's becoming a bit of a hindrance down there.
I was going to say that. Ball didn't bounce on the pitch as well, did he? Mbappe just throwing off a few skills. Yeah, you wonder where João Pedro will fit in. He's a proper number 9, isn't he? I'd have him in my team if you've got Vinny Jr. and Rafinha either side. I think that's a better balance as a number 9. Koeman likes to play a little bit deeper, doesn't he? So it's interesting to see. He's got a plethora of forwards, hasn't he, Carlo Ancelotti? But it's in defensive areas is where he doesn't have enough depth, I think. You know, when you've got Estevao, when you've got Thiago, when you've got João Pedro to come on, Rayan, if he does play, who's exciting but is only young, of course. They should be able to score goals at least.
There's a deep pool of promising talent.
Yeah, promising. Yeah, that's the opposite word, isn't it?
And João Pedro making his 7th appearance tonight. He's yet to score a goal for Brazil. He has had an impressive first season with Chelsea, 18 goals for Chelsea.
Oh my gosh, you're about to score.
Right, France break from the back. Elise draws defenders, brilliant ball to Ekitike, who walks it in.
Oh,
France
gosh.
come alive.
Chip it over his head.
They breeze into a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, 10 men, no problem. This all stems right from the very back. From the goalkeeper playing out to the left back, and they make it and pass the ball through the pitch. This is a lovely goal. Unfortunately, we're only seeing the very latter end of it when the 4 forwards break, but actually it stems right back. Elise to Ekitike just dinks it, chips it over Edison again. He could have went to Mbappe, goes to Ekitike, beautiful finish. Bit like Mbappe, he's just scooping it over the goalie, little jab.
I just don't know what to say.
But actually, the goal starts way back down the pitch, and they cut through Brazil. Really classily, lovely goal.
All going according to plan for Didier Deschamps. His 2nd goal at international level for Hugo Ekitike, scored back in November against Ukraine.
And that's his last kick of the game as well, mate.
Not a bad last kick to have either, is it? See on the plane back to the United States in the summer is very much assured. And they hardly weaken by bringing on Thuram and Doué, the double substitution. What a young talent, Doué.
Oh, yeah.
Brazil make a change. No, they've just got the graphic wrong there. And it's Kylian Mbappe. Score of a goal tonight. Don't want to overexert him. Passes on the bat to Marcus Thuram.
Yeah, they were both ready to come on, weren't they? The 2 goal scorers. Mbappe, Ekitike off.
Oh my gosh.
65 minutes is enough for him.
Here's Elise.
Elise is nice, man. What the hell?
Clearly, Brazilian defenders, if you're just tuning in, to actually have a player less. You wouldn't believe it, the way they're dominating this game. Rabiot with a lovely shot there.
Yeah, lovely ball by Marcus Thuram. Little flick into Rabiot's path, just doesn't catch with it. But you're right. It's France who have really responded in this last 10 minutes.
Vinicius Junior.
I'm not gonna lie. They could put Neymar somewhere in here, bro.
Casemiro.
Like, they're not bad, bro, but like it's not like
into a nice shape again, haven't they?
he could play here, bro.
Brazil will have to move the ball a bit quicker because France just dropped back into 2 4s and the 1 with Thuram there. And they're hard to break down, even with 10 men.
He's putting up the roadblocks. They won't mind them having possession as long as it's 35, 40 yards away from goal.
The centre defenders can have the ball all day long, no problem when you're 2-0 up. Don't care about that.
It's almost like they're sparring partners for France at the moment. They're certainly the heavyweights of world football in this performance.
Yeah, they absorb it, France, and then they just break.
Kante, wide, everybody getting a touch. More changes. Must be due a water break at some point.
Yeah. As you speak.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think we can call it a cooling break.
Is this just to get them prepared for the summer? Is this what this
It's
is?
going to
What
happen
is
in the
this?
summer, yeah. There's going to be there's around a 3-minute break, once a half.
No, I know. So why are they doing it now when it's freezing cold? Well, it's not freezing cold, but it's not hot enough for a cooling break.
It's a good point.
Is it just practice?
Yeah, I think you need to call it a rest stop still.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Killian's got a big coat on. It's not that warm.
He scored a big goal after 32 minutes. Kylian Mbappe. In some ways going through the paces this evening, but
Some of his best moments. Think about that. Just skipping past Wesley, though. It's showing his goal. This was the nice
the
part.
moment, wasn't it? The magic touch.
Made up his mind exactly what he was going to do. Running quite flat onto the goal, he flipped it over him.
That was when he came back and did the defensive work.
Yeah, this is defensive work. Then he gives the ball away.
He'll be trying to impress Arbeloa, the coach of Real Madrid, who's asked for a greater work ethic.
Yeah.
Good to see him unharmed, and that's not a bad bench, is it, when you've got Dembele sitting alongside Kylian Mbappe. He looked very cool and rested at the start of the game, Carlo Ancelotti. He looks every one of his 66 years now. We have the games coming thick and fast for you. Two of the World Cup finalists, or at the finals this summer. Morocco against Ecuador. Tune in tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. That is on the ESPN app. Morocco, the opening opponents for Brazil in June. New Jersey.
Well, the way they looking, Morocco could really beat them, bro. I hate to say it.
Thiago is coming on. What a great season he's had.
Yeah. Danilo's on.
Danilo as well.
Wow, so many changes, isn't it? That's the only thing about friendly exhibition matches. Once the changes start happening, it gets so fragmented, doesn't it?
If you're commentating, any one of those dabbers that you have at the bingo, Steve, as well. Ibanez has come on for Wesley at fullback. I'll get up to speed with the changes in a second. Mateus Cunha has run his race. Igor Thiago is rewarded for an excellent season after a nightmare year with injury.
That was Canate, wasn't it? The yellow card, painful one on the knee. Smashing into João Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro, you on the wrong leg, dude. What are you doing?
Defensive partner. Upamecano with that red card. He's moving a little gingerly after committing the foul. Canate. Confirmation of the caution. Casemiro maybe has to go the full distance. The 34-year-old, one of the senior stars for Brazil. They need Vinicius Junior. They can't rest him. Tries a trick.
Vinny, please do something.
Nothing tonight out of the excellent Gusto.
Nobody around him. French is gonna dig in your ass all game, bro. This. Just one goal.
Some of the supporters getting their money's worth because they're seeing the depth of the two squads.
Yeah, they are.
we will see Endrick, who had a nightmarish first half of the season. He was hardly used by Real Madrid. Didn't get a game until November when Xabi Alonso is in charge, and he's been electric at Lyon with...
Yeah, he's done really well at Lyon. New lease of life, isn't he? Started to work a little bit harder, and always work rate was questions at Real Madrid.
He worked harder, or was he just not given a chance? So he wasn't working hard to begin.
As they say these days, in his 13 matches, 6 goals and 5 assists.
Yeah, he's done well at Lyon, hasn't he? Just pushed them further up Ligue 1.
The managers of the opponents of Brazil, Morocco, Haiti and Scotland, will not be fearing
Then just give it up now.
on this showing. Vinicius Junior pumps it in there. Excellent defending from Lacroix.
At least you care, Vinny.
Elise back on defensive duty, but he'd overstepped the line.
Yeah, right idea by Vinny Junior. Elise's done really well, gets back, helps out Gusto, but it's a good ball in and a good defensive header by Lacroix.
It's becoming a snooze fest.
Marcus Thuram, Inter Milan doesn't goal so far this season. Different kind of centre forward.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe, I mean, he's irreplaceable, isn't he? Vinicius, everything seems to be going through the artery of the Brazilian number 10 now. They have to watch their step as he takes on the whole of the French team. Rabiot.
Oh my God.
So short again, a chance for a third goal, and that was a lazy, almost a forearm smash. No disputing that was going to be a yellow card.
Yeah.
Bremer
Just blocks Doué off, that's all. Poor ball in and then he skips past them. If he doesn't get him with his leg, he's getting him with his arm. Bremer, he will not pass. Says that he Doué.
A professional foul from the Juventus man.
Yeah. Considering it's a friendly game, there's been some tackles, haven't there? Red cards, yellow cards.
Good to see a wry smile on the face of Didier Deschamps. His 176th game as the France national team coach.
It's damn near guaranteed. You have to chug it, bro.
He'll be passing his tactics brought over to a legend, Zinedine Zidane, in the summer. Well, he's had all the great jobs in football, hasn't he? Carlo Ancelotti winning the league in all 5 of the top European divisions. Champions League success on 5 occasions. He has been involved in national team football before as the assistant to Arrigo Sacchi back at the World Cup in 1994, of course, in the United States. But he's got a very tough job on here to make something out of this assortment of Brazilian players, make a team out of them.
Oh my God. Oh, I love it.
Vinicius Junior to Douglas Santos. So a little bit one-dimensional from Brazil. Give it to Vinny and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's hard for Vinny because, as I said, Michael Elise
Vinny put everybody else's eyes.
Just try and help.
That's why it's hard for Vinny.
Malo Gusto out as much as he can.
Referee offering some protection to Vinicius Junior, and a free kick and another test of the French defence. Too acute an angle to go direct for goal, especially at this level of football.
Yeah, he just attacks Gusto this side, gets his pass away. I mean, it wasn't really a foul, was it?
He's desperate to keep a clean sheet. He has these defenders almost stepping on his toes. They're defending so deeply. The goalkeeper surprisingly let it go. And he needs a touch, and he gets a touch. And Brazil are back in it.
Yeah, it was a scruffy goal, but actually it was a really nice cross in from the free kick. Give the Brazilian fans something to cheer about.
Well, his first goal for his country, for Bremer. He'll take them from anywhere. They're famed for scoring imaginative goals. But that was a bread and butter goal from the Juventus man. And a tense 12 minutes now.
Yeah, more importantly, they're back in the game. Nice cross in to the far post. Gets recycled back by Casemiro. He's well onside, Bremer. It's just whether the ball to Casemiro was out to the far post, but suggests that it was still in. Enrique's in, and Bremer's there, the scruffy part, getting his big right foot onto that one. They all count.
One he's never going to forget, his first goal for his country.
Teo Hernandez is down, which is sore one. I don't know what happens in that melee.
He has to go off. His brother Lucas is on the bench tonight. Deschamps is looking like, how do I break the news to his club manager that he's picked up a knock on international duty.
I don't know where he's on the pitch there, but he's not in the penalty area, is he, son?
Yeah, heartless marker.
I don't know where he fell. I don't know where he's fallen over. I'd like to see where he gets injured again. Well, here we go. That's what I mean. That's why I said he wasn't on the pitch. So, it was a naughty challenge, actually. We didn't see that. Oof. That's a terrible challenge in a game like this.
The referee certainly saw it. Apology not accepted.
Ibanez. He was way late there, though, Rob.
As you say, there is a code, a professional code in games like this that you don't, one, go out to injure an opponent, and you don't
make challenges like that in a game like this.
He won't be getting his shirt at the end of the game. Now France, 9 minutes to hang on to a one-goal lead, but you get the impression they could just turn it on if they really wanted to.
Somebody else. What you doing? Really? Why you walk that way to get over there?
Two sets of players who set themselves
That's so
standard. Subconsciously, they will be holding something back as they go into the crucial final weeks of their club season. There is Vinicius Junior, 2 to tango with.
Vinny won it.
Looking for João Pedro, but João Pedro's legs just went to jelly.
Yeah, Canate just gives him a little tiny push, doesn't he?
Start trying to score for them, right?
Brazil have won the last 2 matchups between these two countries.
Oh my God, Vinny.
2015, they'd settle for a draw tonight if they could pull it off. Vinicius Junior gets a corner out of Canate. And look at it. It's what he does at Real Madrid. He's doing it to the adopted Brazilian supporters here in Boston, cheerleading them.
Getting a little bit more space down this left-hand side now.
There's a sly look at the stadium clock to round in a rather heated conversation with goalkeeper Maignan. from the keeper, but an easy
actually
save
close.
takes it out of the.
Imagine
France
Casemiro
again,
get Saliba back and they just start
being the most
looking like
impressive, the
Arsenal,
most active player for Brazil.
Very much so.
but with an attack.
Still vitally important for the Brazilian national team, isn't it? Carlo Ancelotti knows him very, very well through his time at Real Madrid. Really trusts him, and rightly so. They need a bit of experience in there, and he's the main man, isn't he?
Now Pedro draws Canate.
Shit, bro, Pedro, he's been getting bullied ever since he got in, bro.
Lean, isn't he? He does that all the time.
Like, they're literally beating his ass. Like, it's just
sometimes
crazy.
he gets away with it, sometimes he doesn't. But you see him here. Just that big left arm.
Canate especially,
right
like, he was beating João Pedro ass, man.
When he hits you, you know about it.
Oof. The last kickings of Casemiro as he leaves the field.
Yeah, they might get extra out on
The
him.
World Cup finals. Casemiro put in a proper captain's performance. Acknowledged by Ancelotti, an opportunity for Gabriel Sara. One of the players called up for the first time. He's had a couple of good seasons at Galatasaray in Turkey. Can the former Norwich City man step up a standard?
Yeah, this is Carlo Ancelotti trying to have a look at as many players as possible. There was a few debutants in the sides, wasn't it? He wants to have a look at what they're like in the dressing room, what they're like in the hotel, of course, what they're like on the pitch, but what type of characters they are. Billy Jr. has taken over the captain's armband from Casemiro.
Sara to Douglas Santos. Reminder, football back here at the weekend. Boston Legacy are hosting Utah Royals in the NWSL, 12 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2 or ESPN+.
Yes.
Join Jen Hildreth and Ian Sanderson for that one.
Yo.
All the supporters staying till the end. It'll be a rare opportunity for many of these football fans to see with their own eyes the likes of Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Tchouaméni, cameo performance from Rafinha taken off at half-time. Cross clearance. Lise. Understandably out about it, France playing within themselves.
Yeah, I just think it's important now to see the game out for France. Under a little bit of pressure, numerically, of course. Now, Brazil have got the goal at trying to push to try and get the equaliser. So France just want to win the game. I know it's only a friendly. Lots of substitutions, but still, you might as well win the game.
Sara to Douglas Santos. Herrera to Brema. Vinicius Jr.
Then please do something.
Defender looks like he ran out of space.
It's okay, Vinny, I forgive you.
Player still got to sort out his long-term future at Real Madrid. That man got the best out of him at club level.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't exactly see eye to eye with his successor Xabi Alonso, did he?
Nope.
I would imagine that Didier Deschamps will be in much demand when he becomes available for hire in this summer.
It'll be interesting, won't it, where he's going to turn up, because his record for France has been exceptional. So you'd expect him to be offered really good jobs. I don't know whether he speaks Spanish. He'll certainly speak English with his time at Chelsea, you would think, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I don't know whether he speaks Spanish.
Played for Valencia, didn't he, for a while?
Yeah,
as
he
well,
did,
Steve?
yeah. Be interesting to see. He would definitely have opportunities.
He got Juventus promoted. He got Monaco to a Champions League final. Has a fine club CV.
He will definitely get plenty of opportunities. Certainly in the Premier League, they change managers like the like the rain. So there'll be definitely opportunities there. La Liga, I don't know really, but I presume Real Madrid will be looking for a coach come the summer.
Stowe to
Trying to
Thuram.
score
A
a
good number of
goal,
players like
Fritz.
Thuram. They would really like to impress the manager, but
Yeah.
they understand that they've got to keep it disciplined, hang on to the 1-goal lead with, what, 90 seconds of regulation time remaining. Keep ball from the 10 men of France. Surely Brazil have got to go chasing it, need some hunger, some work ethic. To getting that from Gusto.
You're right though, Rob. Brazil have kept the ball quite comfortably, haven't they, the last minute or so?
Golo Kante, goalkeeper long, comes a long way, and a determined dive from Edison. And a very quiet second half.
That was Malo Gusto, that was the right
It was
back
Gusto,
in,
yeah.
in that centre forward spot. Now Elise is going to have to cover for him to mark Vinny Jr.
Well, couldn't they maybe be concerned for his position at right back, because Malo Gusto's had a great game.
Yeah, he did well actually, Vinny Jr. did really well. Corner, last minute of the game, build pressure, see if you can get the equaliser. Of course, there's going to be plenty of minutes, injury time, the amounts of substitutions we've had.
Gabriel Sara hangs it in the air, another test of the France defence. They failed the last one when Bremer scored.
Oh.
Selling short. They've still got plenty of players forward here as well. Oh, too much put on that, or was it? It was a flamboyant attempt at a finish.
It's
Should have done better actually.
a bit like a ballerina.
He's the centre
7
half,
minutes
got the
extra
one
time.
goal.
It's one of those you keep having to check. What's he doing up
ball
there?
in by Enrique again. The left peg, that left foot of his, nice outswinger. This would be a better angle actually to see Bremer's volley. Ooh, yeah, he has a good sighter off it. Just comes off it at the end, slices it slightly. He should have done better.
He's given his mark of the slip as well, hadn't he?
Yeah. Forgive him because he's a centre defender. He's done well though since he come on at half time. Enrique, the 20, work well off the right, work well off the left. As we see the last of Elise.
So Elise, put it taking Elise off her. Shit. No, wait. Oh, no, no.
Kalulu's on.
Kalulu making
More
two
subs.
changes, yep. Gusto is off. Yeah, Kalulu will take his place in defence. A minimum of 7 minutes added on by the referee.
Exactly who she's come off as on for Elise. The youngster. Abundance of talent again.
They just have a flow of players coming
Yes,
through,
they do.
don't they?
You've almost changed the team, France.
Tell me about it.
I know.
I'm sure they'll mix things up as well for the game we bring you on Sunday against Colombia. There'll be one final charge from Brazil. Misses out, but then the wrong pass at the wrong time and nowhere close to freeing Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, he was unlucky, Enrique. He's done really well, as I mentioned before. Here's the goal, the Mbappe goal.
Look at the afterburners.
Yeah, but Emerson, no
He's
chance of
trying to
catching
look
it
for it, yeah.
once he's away like that. One touch, one thing on his mind, and flipping it over the goalie.
Offside. Well, they keep up this very impressive run. 8 games since defeat against Spain in the semi-finals of the Nations League. Maybe 7 wins out of 8. Meanwhile, contrasting for Carlo Ancelotti, going to be the 3rd loss in 6 matches.
He didn't even respond. I didn't. I just left after. I didn't hear what he said. Yeah.
Good news for Real Madrid. Excellent news for France as well. Bad news for the top European teams. The referee showing yellow card.
Yellow card for the sub.
Yeah, time wasting.
Time wasting at Akliouche. Then he gets it. Then he finishes off with that.
As you say, he's a great young talent, stepping up a standard. Playing with the big boys. Douglas Santos, little 1-2 with Vinicius Junior. Akliouche almost thought about bringing him down, then it could have been 2 quick-fire yellow cards. He doesn't have that challenge either, does he?
Dang, Jokeres had a hat-trick.
Vinicius Junior drifting inside to see the supporters stay right to the end. Of course, most of them are Brazilian fans, hoping their heroes can find the equalising goal against the 10 men of France. No foul, referee says continue against the 9 men of France at the moment. Vinicius again, fans get on the edge of the seats. France rocking back, job well done, and again they'll just play down the clock if they can.
Yeah, they need to get the ball in the area, that's where they need to get the ball. It's all a bit slow. France have got everybody back. They need to turn them round slightly.
Ball is laid in again, good defending, Canati hoists it away. His team need to really show a little bit more urgency, determination and drive here. Game is slipping away from them. Experienced French players have it under control. Douglas Santos. And there is no introduction. Vinny Junior puts it inside. Shoots is the demand. They play it through. Vinny Junior had a glorious opportunity to equalise in minute 97.
What a ball by Bremer. I don't know whether it comes off
Nice,
the post
so
this.
I've never seen this guy before.
It was a fantastic ball off Bremer. Oh no, he just completely mishits it. Goes with his wrong foot, goes with his right foot instead of sticking it with his left.
Oh, Vinny should have went
Vinny
left.
Junior, it's a great opportunity.
Looking for your digging in your ass, man.
Why doesn't he go with his left foot, Rob? Open his left foot up, just let it bounce off his left foot. Tried to flip it, as if he's been a bit too smart.
Well, it's beyond the reach of Thiago, but certainly within the periphery of Vinicius Junior to equalise. If there's one player that Brazil had on the field that they want to fall to the boot of, it will be the golden boots of Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, I felt he went for the wrong foot.
Teased by Kylian Mbappe, but he scored and Vinicius hasn't. Referee's played beyond the minimum of 7 minutes. He said he would add to the game. France just playing down the clock. Maybe they've still got a goal in. Akliouche.
Yeah, just keep it down that end of the pitch now. Or not. He's nearly tripped him up again. Akliouche would have been off.
And that is a textbook tackle from N'Golo Kante. Vinny Junior keeps momentum flowing. But
That's
France
game.
regroup, and surely they've seen it out now. Carlo Ancelotti does not have a lot of time on his hands. Croatia and Panama coming up, but they have been outclassed tonight.
Since Brazil lost, chugging a ginger ale. Let's do it. No burps. One more try. For real, chugging a ginger ale. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. It's still off.